So, there was again. Welcome back to the next update video for all other stocks. As always, I'm using this method for all my tracking. For more explanation, just watch the weekly recap video. There I really go through every point here. Okay, we will start with a little newcomer, open. I was tracking this already since here, but then I didn't have my YouTube channel done back then. And I was waiting for this pullback because I have to say, for me, this here was already C, and I would have tracked it for at least 220. But okay, for the bullish tracking, and I still have a bearish one, but first the bullish tracking for the complete overview. Here was our C, here's our lower high, here's our midpoint, and here's our T. Here we already have our V, and somewhere in here is our higher low. So we already did our A, which did a perfect 0.5 pullback. And here right now is our B. Also perfect with the trend lines from T to M. I was expecting a little bit lower because the 0.5 from A to B was at 430. We only got 479. Was close. That's why I also have a bearish version. But for the bullish version, we are now in the run to our C. If it's breaking all-time highs or not, we will see. But 38-ish. I would expect for the next one something between 15 and 25. If you go higher, perfect. So for the closer tracking, we look at the B pullback. Here's your P pullback. We already did our C, the small C, lower high. We came lower than the low. Then we come up again. This was our M. Then we come again lower than the M low. This was our T. And for the bullish version, this was our V. For confirmation for this, everything over 967. And we go. Just saying. For the bearish version, this wasn't V yet. And this is our T. We are way high, but still. And then we just would go down to our 0.5 or a little bit lower. There we get the V, high, low, and then we go. But for this, we are not allowed to touch or break 9.67. And if you want a real world implication that this could easily be T, yesterday, where is it? Yeah. Yesterday, the CEO bought for 1,125,000 shares. Will be interesting. Let's see what happens. Okay. Next one is just for a quick update, Unity. Here we have the overview for the bullish chart. For the short future, I would still be bearish, but for the long future, it would be bullish because we already did our big higher low, our big A. Our B would be at 108-ish, but we are still in the A pullback. And in my opinion, the A pullback would go at least to $25 because here's the 0.5. If we really have to go lower, the last chance would be $22. And I already said it yesterday. In my opinion, this here is our A peak, our little C peak. This here is just our lower high. We rejected the trend line, and now we have to do anything under 33. Then we go up again, don't break the trend line, this would be our M. Making one lower low, this would be then our T. Then we go to the 0.5. Just saying, don't look at the time frame down there. I only made this so you can see clearly the landmarks. It could easily be something like this. It can go quicker. But we are waiting for the landmarks to be finished. Okay, next one is BYND. Here's BYYND. So now we finished the earnings and all this crap. So the only thing which is left is landmarks. This is just for the overview. So what did we do? We already did our A peak and we are in the A pullback. And if tracking is right, when the A pullback is finished, next target should be 43 for our B peak. When is the A pullback finished? Yeah, well, so this wasn't clearly the V. We broke my beer line, and in my opinion, there is no reason to think that we break out now. We still have to do our V and A. We already broke the 0.5, so here's the 0.5. We are way lower than this, so it's not the 0.5. It will be the V and A, and the V and A is starting at 88 cents. So we will go down here, bounce, higher low, and we go. Everything over 237, bullish. If we break under 70 cents, then this plays that. Right now, it still looks perfect. But always waiting for the higher low. Okay. Next one, Neo, bullish and bearish. So here the overview for the bullish chart. We would be in our run to our C. And would be in the small A pullback. Yeah, the bullish version is still working as long as we are not touching 623. You're holding a high low, you bounce off the 0.5, and everything over 751 is bullish, and your next target would be 16. What I'm really more leaning to is still the bearish version. Here is the bearish version. Nothing is changing. The only thing which is changing is that this A pullback is not finished yet. The only thing which is changing that you still, and in my opinion, it's already confirmed. This was our big A peak, middle A peak. This is our little C peak. We already did the lower low. We already did the midpoint. And the next thing is we will break 622, then coming up again, T, and then you have two ways. You are bouncing on the 0.5 at $5, or you're making this complete breakout retest because this is a 4-year trend line this year. And V&A or completely breakout retest something around 432, I would imagine. And as always, it's nothing else than and head and shoulders and the breakout retest. The same what we did in 2020. We also came from the trend line. We broke out, made our A peak, head and shoulders, V under A, and then we went up. So let's see. For a short future, I would be bullish on this. Okay. Then next one, plug, bullish and bearish. So for plug, here is the complete overview. Here for plug, we are right now in the A run, and this whole thing is just our high low. So what did we do here? So for the small tracking here, or not the small, No, it's already the big one. We have our V, higher low. This would be our A peak. Perfect on the line, under the trend line, but it's because of the T, it's working. And for the bullish tracking right now, we would be in our small B. And here's the 0.5. We bounced on it. Here. Also not bounced, we broke a little bit under it, but we bounced on it. For the bullish tracking, and I made a shout out because of this, we are still holding a higher low here. This is still, it was close. It was, I think, only 1 cent, but it's still a higher low. So if we are holding higher lows, then we will break this. Everything over 470 is bullish. And your next target is B, $31. If you touch or break, that's why I also have this all that's already standing here. If you touch or break 236 again, you have one last chance. You make your V under A at 216. If you're breaking under this also, your last line would be 181 because that would be the 0.5 from this to this to get a bounce. But if you break this, the bearish version is taking place. And the bearish version would mean this here. You didn't finish your higher low. This wasn't A, this was T, and you still have to come under 76 cents. Then you make a V, a higher low, and then you go. Let's see what the next 3 weeks. I like this more just because it looks better from the landmarks, and it would make more money because if you buy in at 37 cents for this would be great. But let's wait for landmarks. So next one, FCEL, only bullish chart. So for the complete overview, here is the complete overview. As always, if you want to know more, just watch the weekly recap video. There I show everything for what we have done today. Here again, we already did our A peak and are in the A pullback. And here quite the same like plug. We bounce on the 0.5. It's not V under A yet, but it's at the 0.5. And this, since then we only made higher lows. So if we break out here, and if we're going over 871, your next target is the run to 165, because this is your B. If you touch or break 675 again, then I think you will complete the breakout retest and go here. Your V under A is at 617, you have a bounce here on the trend line, high, low, and then you go. But this thing could be already finished, or at least is near finishing. Looks great. Okay, next one, bad bar from beyond, bullish and bearish. So here's the bullish chart. So what did we do? For the bullish chart, we would already have made our A. We are under the trend line, so I don't really like it. We hit the 0.5, we broke it a little bit, but that's okay. And since then we are doing this higher low. If this higher low is holding, if you're not touching 650 again or break it, okay, then it's bullish. And your next target would be B at $36. Then pull back, and then you only have to break all-time highs or not. If you touch or break this line, I'm not showing the bullish chart then anymore, because then for me it's really 100% bearish. And that would just mean that our last peak wasn't A, it was T, and we have to go lower than $3.55, $54. You will make here your V&A, high, low, and then you do the run. And it's just nothing more than 2020. This movement here, it's the same movement here. You ended with this movement in a higher right side. Here's a higher right side. In my opinion, I'm really still leaning to this. Your next move is a gap down. Let's see. Yeah, grab wasn't doing anything today, so did grab did anything? Yeah, okay. Just show it. Here's our bullish chart for grab. We are right now also, we did the A peak and the A pullback. Did we do anything today? Maybe a little bit confirmation. We are still in the A pullback. We already did our lower high. We came lower. This should be our M. So now we have to do a lower low to M, then T, and then we go to our V and A, which is everything under 448, or you bounce on the 0.5 at 469. For this right now, everything over 662 is bullish, and your next target is $10. But just wait for landmarks. Okay, next one is Blink, and here is quite the same like plug and fuser. Here's a complete too low. Here's a complete overview for the bullish chart. And what did we do? Here also the same. We already did our A peak. We are over the trend line. It's already a breakout, and the A pullback is just a breakout retest. And as I said already, it's the same like plug and fuser, or it could be the same. We bounce on the 0.5 fib. We are making higher lows since then. If this higher low is holding and we break out of this trend line, your next confirmation would be 197, and you go. Your next target is 26 for your B. If you're breaking to the downside again, so if you touch 132 again or break it, your next target is just a normal breakout retest, which is also V&A around $1. Then you make a high low, and then you go. Also looks like it could be finished already or nearly finished. It's crazy how so many stocks are in the same spot. Next one, AI. C3 AI, bullish and bearish. So here's the bullish chart. And what we have done. So for the bullish chart, this was our V, which is a higher low to 2023. And we would be in the higher low right now. I'm really tending to the bearish version, but always have an alt. For this, we are not allowed to touch or break $14 again. If you touch or break it, it's the bear version. If not, you should finish your higher low somewhere here and go up. Everything over 20 is bullish, and your next target would be 29 for A. Then you will make breakout retest most likely, and then you go to your B. Then 0.5 pullback, and then the only question is, are you breaking all-time highs or not? For the bear chart, which nothing is changing, no landmarks are changing here. Your A is still your A, and your B is still your B, and your T is still your T. The only thing which is changing is that you would be right here. December 21, 2022. You would still need a gap down now. Most likely, but a higher lows there. So somewhere in here between 12 and 11, $10, you will get your V, higher low, and then you go. I'm really tending to this because fractals are repeating and it's just the same move. Nearly 1-to-1-ish. So I would wait right now. Okay, next one, SAVA. SAVA is looking really good right now. It's a lot to say here, so if you are interested, first of all, it's a 100% risk play. But if you're really interested, watch the weekly recap video because they explain everything. Okay, so for what we did today, we broke our trend, which is nice. So this was our 0.5. We bounced on it, and since then we're making higher lows and we broke it. What I would expect is we coming up, something up here, finishing the higher low. Tomorrow is Thursday. And your next chance is Friday pre-market or after hours to make the gap fill. And I'm talking about this gap fill. Okay. If not, your next chance is Monday. And then, if nothing happens, we still look. All in all, I still think there's a possibility that this whole thing here is just a higher low. So you would come up, then you take a 0.5. So here's the gap here. Yeah. Take the 0.5, come down, this, and bounce here. This is the finishing of the higher low. And after that, I mean, who cares after that? But just saying, after that, you're making your run to A. And then you make the A pullback retest. And so on, and so on, and so on. And the funny thing is, if you look, 546 would be, if you gap fill and reject, would be the 0.5. And today, what was it? Somewhere today, I think it was this. Yeah, what was it? I read something today about that analysts have a rate. Yeah. Wall Street median 12 months price target for Cassava Science Inc. is $5. I mean, of course, they're not saying we gap fill. But this pullback is the perfect price target. It's $5. Just saying. For confirmation targets. Everything over 424 is bullish. If we break this again, so if we touch 280 and or break it, your last chance is $2. If you break this, you're making a new all-time low. If you getting a big run to around $6 or $5 and reject here, just saying, then it's this right now, and you would still make a new low. And this movement here will be your next 2-3 months, and your next chance, which I think we really will do the gap fill, but the next chance is early next year, February, March, April. Let's see. Right now, it looks good. Okay. OCGN did nothing today, so we don't have to look it up. GNS. So here's our bullish chart for GNS. And what we have done. Yeah. Okay, so only one version left, yeah, maybe two. This is your A, and we're in the A pullback right now. We had a pretty good run. So let's say if you break over this trend, and if you break 93 cents, perfect, then we are bullish. It could still happen that we're doing the breakout. We're doing the breakout, retest, and then you go. Your next target would be 7 for the new M, or still 82, because you, in my opinion, you could also say that this is M. It doesn't, but it doesn't matter at all, because this is always doing V, high, low, C, V, high, low, C, V, high, low, C. So if this is B or this is B, the only question is, are you breaking all-time highs or not? That's the question. For the alternative, but still, and I really, really believe that you rejected here. Yeah, that would be your T. And you still have to do one more low, 60 cents. There you get a higher low, and then you go. Because here is nothing. 0.5 is not here, and your next V&A is here. I really strongly believe it will be 60 cents. But let's see. And of course, you're not allowed to break 34 cents, because then, like BYND, it's over. Okay, next one, FFAI. Didn't change anything today. So this is our bullish chart, because the bearish chart means it's dead. And it did today. Yeah. We are in the high low, in the big one. We are still waiting for our A, but our A would be ready to run. SGNS, it's always doing V, high, low, and just go to C. And I would imagine something between 36 and 150 would be a next one. Our last V broke because we fall under it. So I don't have no lines here anymore. Somewhere in here, you will get your V. Then you do your high low, and then you break. Everything over 169 is bullish. Everything under 87 cents, and it's over. But looks good. And our last one, bull. Here's our bull chart. We are right now looking for the V. The next target would be 18 for A, and then 33 for B. And today, yeah, this here could be already your V at Friday, November. The only thing we have to do now, as always, we have to hold this higher low. If you touch or break 918 again, you will have to find a new V&A. Right now it looks good. So everything breaking this trend line and everything over $12 is bullish. And as I said, next target would be 18. Okay. So if you have questions, write it into the comments. If you have wishes for other stocks, also write it into the comments. And if you liked it, give me a like. See you next time.